Hello and welcome to Karen from tillycrafts.stampinup.net. Today you're joining me. I thought I would show you my swaps I'm making. I'm going to a crafting retreat in July. You won't see this till after I've been, obviously, because there's quite a few people going, but it's down in lovely Birmingham. And I'm sure it'll be a fun packed couple of days. So I thought I'd show you the swaps that I'm making. I'm using Boutique Blossoms and Simply Leaves and the Simply Leaf Punch. I've already put everything on blocks, and we're going to be using the In Colour Dots, the new ones. I'm going to be using the new Hydrangea Hue and Peaceful Pine. Also got Basic Grey, and I've got Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. So, and I've also got the new shimmer pens, which I'm actually loving. I didn't think I'd like them at first, but I actually do. So, to make it easy for myself, I've made them on the note cards and envelopes. You get 20 in a pack. I think they're 3.5 by 5. Yes, they're 3.5 by 5. So, I've cut myself a Hydrangea Hue layer, which is 4.25 by 3. And I've got a little layer here, which is 2.75 by 4, which I'm going to emboss. So I got these brand new embossing folders. It's a pack of 3, the mini ones. So you've got candy canes, you've got Halloweeny bits with bats on, and this absolute one that I absolutely love. It's got all leaves on. So this is what I'm using today. I think I'll be using that quite a lot. And the only thing I didn't get out was my machine, but here it is. I've got the mini because this fits in the mini. So let's get this in. So I'm just going to place it in the folder. Now it says to use the 1 and the 3 plate, but I'm thinking this might be a bit too thick, but we'll see. So I'm going to layer it up and push it. Oh no, it goes through fine. I get confused because the other one's the grey one on the big machine. Let's have a look, see what this turned out like. Let's put this away. Oh, look at that. I think that's absolutely gorgeous, even though I do say so myself. So, all I did with this is I took a blending brush. Now, I can't remember if I did Lost Lagoon or Peaceful Pine, but we'll go with Peaceful Pine. And I should have a piece of scrap paper somewhere. Just use the back of this envelope. And all I'm going to do is just go over it and highlight the leaves. I probably don't need much on this because I've been using it, and I've made about 60 or nearly 60 of these. I'll show you more when I've finished. Oh, and then you can go over as light or as dark as you want, but I'm liking that. Right, pop the lid back on that, and then we'll do some stamping. So I'm going to stamp the leaves first. So I use the big leaf and this one. Now, when you're doing it, I've got the punch, and I made this mistake when I did mine. I didn't put it in the right way, so I need to make sure that the stalk's going that way, and then it's easier to punch out. So I stamped these in Lost Lagoon. Let's put it the right way around. So I only need 2 of these. Oh. And they already have a white vein in, but I just thought it'd be fun to stamp this one over the top, this little one, and this in Pretty Peacock. And then I am going to add shimmer to them in a bit. So that's lovely. While I've got my envelope, we won't forget about the envelope. I've got the little leaf, which I think I did it in Lost Lagoon, so we'll do Lost Lagoon. Let's move that over. And all I did was put a couple of leaves in the corner, like so. Shut these up now before I get my fingers everywhere. And then we need the hydrangea. And I need one big flower. I need one for, actually we'll do the back of the envelope first. So I took this one and I just stamped that on there. And then you've got an infill one, and it's like a distinctive one. Right, let's just line this up. I didn't get it perfect every time, but see, I've missed a bit there, but that's fine. I can cope with that. And then we need the big flower. So, and I only need one of these. Gorgeous colour, this, absolutely gorgeous. Right, and I'm just trying to get my head in, but the camera's there. That doesn't look too bad. Got a little bit of a double line, but I'm all right with that. And we'll shimmer it up in a bit. And the only other thing I need to stamp is my sentiment. So I keep all my little white bits because they come in handy for sentiments. And I've gone with a little something to say hello, and I did that in basic grey. And that's that stamped. So I have to clean all my stamps afterwards. I won't make you watch me do them. So leaves, dead simple. I had to do something that I liked and that didn't take ages, so that I could like stamp all my leaves, pop all my leaves out. The only thing I did have to cut was all the flowers, fussy cut, because I didn't get the dies. So we've got the sentiment, we've got leaves, the envelope's done. So just need to fussy cut this out. And I always look at a stamp set and I just thought, well, these are big enough to cut out if I really need to cut them out. Trick is turn your paper, not your scissors. Get rid of some of the excess. And that way, if I don't buy dies, it means I can buy more stamp sets. There is method in my madness. Some of them have got dies with them. The ones that I really like the look of the dies. But like I say, if the images are big enough to cut out, then sometimes don't bother. Unless I see people make really nice stuff and then I think, I should have got the dies. There we go. So that is all our bits and pieces. How quick was that? So now it's just a case of sticking it all together. So I'm really excited because I'll get to see friends from all over the country. People that I haven't seen for a long time, which will be lovely. There we go. And we get 2 days of crafting fun. Heaven. Right. But I think this looks quite nice. A nice little card, a little note card. Right, and just before I stick these on, we're going to come in with these shimmer pens. It's same as a Wink Stella, you take the band out, but then you need to push the flow down, but you need to give it a good shake to make sure all the glitter's all mixed up in it. And then all I did was I just went over these lines, not carefully, just all over. But really easy to use. I wasn't too keen at first, but then I realised I had to shake it, and when I shook it, it was like, oh, heaven. I don't know if they'll be bringing them out in other colours. I know we've got one for all the new in colours. but I'd be happy with a purple, red, blue, green and a pink. You don't have to do them in every colour for me. So that's that one, and the same with this. And then I basically went around the edges of these. So this covered up any bits that I missed, or I didn't get it lined up quite like it should be. Oh. So basically just went around the petals. Like this. I mean, on some of them, if I can find the ones, on the Barely Blush one, I didn't really like how that stamped, so I ended up stamping it on Barely Blush card, and I went over it all in this this shimmer pen. There we go. I don't know, that's a leaf and that's a flower. You might not be able to see the shimmer on them, but you can see it like when it's close up. And basically I thought we'll keep it flat, so I put one leaf there, put one leaf here. The only thing left for me to do now is I did a recipe, you know, of everything I've used. I've already typed it up, I just need to actually print it out and pop it with each of the cards. And you usually put your details on the back of you know, if you've got like a YouTube or Facebook and stuff like that, so if people want to go and watch a video of it, they can do. Let's tidy this up a little bit. Push that out. There we go. And this is the only thing I put up on dimensionals, which is the only thing I didn't get out. Oh, I know what I've got up here. Might as well use this up. Let's pop that on. I will come and do a video of all the swaps I get, because there'll be some brilliant stuff that people make. Let's pop it on there. So this will go out and my swaps video will go out together. Now, I did that, I really liked it, and then I thought, oh, we've got the in colour gems now. You will notice I don't have many left. I had 2 packets and I've only got green and a couple of these ones left. So on here, just going to put the blue ones. So, whoops. I've lost my pokey tool. Be about somewhere. And then, let's get this little one. Oh, I didn't think I got the thing. Right. And you can go on there, like so. So that is my swap. So, I hope you like it. So I've used mostly all the new in colour stuff. Pop that all there. So we've got the new in colour dots, which, like you see, we've not got many left. Use basic grey on the sentiment, hydrangea hue for the cardstock and the flower, pretty peacock for the veins, Lost Lagoon for the leaf, and pretty peacock for the blending on the embossed background, which I use the Seasonal Cheer Mini Leaves folder. And we use Boutique Blossoms, Simply Leaves, and the Simply Leaves Punch. And if you just bear with me 1 minute, these are all my swaps to go, but I've basically done one in Barely Blush. This is where I've stamped on cardstock because I didn't like the way it played. It was probably me, it's not the thing. That's Golden Glow, I love that colour. and we have Crisp Canceller, which is one of my favourite colours at the minute. I also had a Rogue one as well, but I don't know where it's gone. So, not sure where that's gone, but I've got a Rogue one that I did in red. But that's for a friend, because they love that colour. So those are all my swaps. So thank you very much for joining me. You'll have to let me know which one's your favourite colour. And I really love this, but I do like that. I don't mind them too. Could go on like that. But thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you all again soon. You'll probably see me for a video hop before you see this. So take care, everyone. Bye.